serious and committed the action on the field is.
You know, I remember, in fact, I went up to someone and I said that, you know, this is something that I really want to address the press and the media. It's, you know, we all actors, but the cricket is very serious. The sport is very serious. And it's our dream. It was a dream as children before we thought that we'd become actors. We've all played a certain kind of sport. Never made it to the stadiums, but made it to cinema halls. The first game when we played in Vizag, I remember when we walked onto the field and it was a proper ICC approved BCCI stadium. Our legs started trembling. And that was the best feeling as it reminded me of the first thought I must have ever had while watching Sunny Sir, that's Mr. Gavaskar, that when he must be walking onto that field, how he must be feeling. And acting, sab dimag se hat gaya tha. And we genuinely wanted to behave like Sachin Tendulkar and put up a good show. At that time, we didn't want to be Salman Bhai or a Shahrukh Bhai or Amir Bhai. We wanted to be a Sachin, Dravid. And that was the feeling that was in us. Genuinely, you know, as now the season is starting, and my only request even to the sports media, it's, yes, I mean, you can't compare us to the best athletes in the world who are professional cricketers. But in our space, what we can do best, we do. And that is a thing that should be appreciated, that the competition is to the fullest. There are fights, and believe you me, we actually finished the game in under 100 minutes. We play the game with great spirit. There are a lot of arguments, but the guidelines are the exact guidelines of ICC or BCCI guidelines regarding any professional game. So on the field, it is war. And that is something that I really wanted because a lot of my friends, I mean, no offense to my friend here, Andre, where's he gone? But when we played the first season, you know, people said, is it like one of the IFA exhibition games? I said, no, it's not. I said, you know, it's a really professional format. And now he's here with us. Andre, I don't know where, I think he ran away because I was going to say something like this. But I'm glad that we have started this concept, and I'll appreciate it if we are seen to be taken, and for you guys to realize how serious we are.
Okay. Ritesh, may I? Thank you. You know, I've mentioned this before, that it's no criteria to measure the seriousness of purpose and commitment due to injury. However, I think it's an important aspect for everybody to understand. I mean, actors particularly, they've got so much work to do, millions or should we say crores ride on them, and the last thing you want is an injured actor because that upsets the whole schedule. But the level of their commitment can be gauged from yet another attribute, which is the injury. So if you're going to just remind us about some of the injuries that you and the others, people, your teammates or your opposition members have had, I think some have been pretty serious, some, you know, people limping all over the place. I think give people an indication of just how hard people work.
I think when we play a cricket game, it's all about winning, and that's what we think about. We talk about injuries, and we want to save that every run because every run matters on the field. Every run saved is run scored for us. I think the level of commitment that we look at international players dive so easily, and then we try to do it. Like when we do action, we are on cables. And we have all support system around, and it's all guarded, it's all padded, so it's not that difficult. But on cricket field, you have to actually go there and do it, and we have done it. Every team does it. I think hats off to their commitment. And it's not only about injuries during the matches. I think we forget the practice sessions that we have been, we practice for nearly 2-3 months before everyone give their time every evening for night nets, and then fielding practices, we sprain ankles, we get hit on our knees, we bleed our shins, and you know it's not easy. But the fact that we want to come back on the field and play again for the CCL,